Sunil, good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. Now, first up, let's talk about a very interesting trend that we are noticing this time around. A number of young students are picking football over cricket as part of the Delhi University sports trials this year. Now, you are one of the biggest football names the country has ever produced. Clearly, a lot of these kids want to follow in your footsteps. Is this a clear sign then that football is picking up here in India?
One of the signs, I wouldn't say clear signs. To be honest, man, right now, when you say this thing to me, I feel happy. What I'll be more happy is if more and more number of kids come and join sports. It's just not about choosing football or choosing cricket. It's about choosing sports. So if we can have a vast number of kids coming up and choosing different sports, that'll be great. At the end of the day, I just don't want our country to do well in football only. I want them to do well in cricket, in football, in all other sports. So that's the main thing.
Well, that's a great message that you're sending out to kids across the country, really, not just football. Try and take up every sport possible and then choose which one suits you the best. Now, national coach Stephen Constantine, Sunil, recently said that India can perhaps breach their best FIFA ranking of 94 soon in the international rankings. Your take on that?
I'm happy with what we have done the last couple of years. But I don't take the ranking too seriously, man. I've said this before. When you win a very important game, in a very important tournament, you get so many points that you just jump ranking a lot. You can jump 30, 40 ranking in just one game. In the same way, vice versa, if you lose an important game against someone that you shouldn't lose, you go back 30, 40 rankings again. So I don't take rankings too seriously. What I'm really happy is that we are winning games. We have won last 8 games. We have won away, we have won at home. We have won the most important 2 games in the group stage that we are doing right now for 2019 Asia Cup. And that is important and that is promising. We just want to build on it, not going to be complacent at all. We are not a country that can just say, you know what, bahut kar liya, ho gaya time, and we are happy. We can't be one of them. So just focused and keeping our head down and just keep working hard.
Now, Sunil, India have won, what, 7 international matches on the trot now. In that context, how big a win was the one against Kyrgyzstan in the Asian Cup qualifiers?
Huge, man. Not because it was an 8th game, but on the context of the tournament. Kyrgyzstan is one of the more important teams in the group, if I may say so. So winning against them was very, very important, pivotal. I was talking to the players and I told them that the 3 home games are paramount. What happens away is not in your hand. It's very hostile to go and play against teams away at their home. We faced that in Myanmar. Thankfully, we got 3 points there. But winning at home was very, very important, even if it's Kyrgyzstan or Myanmar or Macau. So thank God we won the game against the most important team in the group. Now we got 2 more games. If you get 9 points from these 3 games, your right foot is already there in the qualification. So saying that, I'm keeping that in mind. The first game at home against Kyrgyzstan was very, very important.
Now, Sunil, if India qualifies for the AFC Asian Cup in 2019, what will be the realistic goal really that you will set for yourself and the rest of the team?
Nothing, my friend. I'm not thinking about that right now. What happens is if you start thinking about too far, personally for me, I lose focus. For me, it's just the next game, which is against Macau, at Macau. For me, it's the next club AFC game. So I don't keep long-term targets. I lose focus. For me, it's just the next game, and I just hope that we can have the same, the same team, the same unity. I hope we can work hard the same way we did against Kyrgyzstan, win the Macau game, then we'll have 9 points, and then we'll see what happens.
Fair enough. One final question, Sunil. The FIFA Under-17 World Cup, of course, begins in October. This time it's going to be played here in India. How big an achievement is this, according to you, for Indian sport overall? And how big an inspiration do you think this tournament will be for budding footballers in the country?
I think it's huge. I think it's a game changer. I've said this before. I really want to congratulate the AFF, led by Mr. Praful Patel, for bringing the World Cup to our country. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. I'm sure they've worked really hard. Now that we have got it, I just hope that in 2 departments, one is the way we're going to play, and one as a country, as a host. I hope we come up with flying colors. It's very, very important because so many people are going to come to our country to watch football. And it's not only about football. The way we stay, the way we are, our hospitality, the way we are, all of these things matter. So I just hope that as a nation, we do really well. And number 2, as a team, we prepare them as well as possible because they're doing really well right now. But it's a World Cup, they're going to rub their shoulders with the best in the world. I just hope they give their best. And after we prepare them well, whatever they achieve, we'll take it with both our hands up.